Hey guys, this is Mike from Old Iron Automotive. Uh, just want to take a minute. We're going to start doing videos first of the year, and I figured, it's a rain day. I'm out here trying to clean stuff up. Now, before I move anything around on the camera, I want to let you know we're still setting up. We're still cleaning everything. We just moved here not too long ago. I'm still trying to get everything set up in the garage, so the garage is an absolute mess. I got to get some more shelves up and get some of the construction supplies out of here before anything actually really starts going in here. Uh, One of the projects we're going to be doing, this is a 40 Pontiac Coupe. It's got a 39 Chevy front end. We got a Hemi out of a 56 Chrysler New Yorker that we're going to be dropping in it. And it's already got the Chevy front end and Camaro rear end. Floors are done. It's got an insane, the whoever previously owned it, there's an insane amount of Bondo on this car. And the odd thing about it is you take it all the way down, you got good metal underneath. We stripped the back quarter and I swept up 5 gallons of Bondo off the floor. Just an insane, absolutely insane amount of Bondo. This car's probably going to be about 100 pounds lighter when I get done taking the Bondo off of it. And then we're going to pull it off the frame, make sure all the welds and everything's squared up and done correctly. And we're going to rat it out. It's not going to be, it's not going to be like a resto mod or anything like that. It's going to be ratted out, and it's a good body, but it has issues. It'll never be perfect. But that's one that we're going to start working on shortly. It's right after Christmas. We're in between Christmas and New Year's. And our goal, it's a little aggressive, but I'd like it to pull under its own power by the end of August. There's a big car show. It's called the Frog Follies. If you're in the Midwest, it's in Evansville, Indiana. Look it up, Google it. It's one of the best car shows I've ever been to in my life. It's like Disneyland for gearheads. We've also got, my POS Ford. It's got a 7.3 diesel in it. Guys were driving it down the road. It just shut itself off. Found out it wasn't getting fuel. Replaced the fuel pump. And now, man, I'm just not getting any. It doesn't seem like I'm getting any power to the injectors. So I don't know if it's the ICM or what the issue is. We're still in the process. I'm not a diesel guy. I'll never claim to be a diesel guy. But I had to step back from it. But replace the fuel pump. All the sensors are less than a year old. I just keep tinkering with it and see what it does. It's great to try to do stuff by yourself or, on your own. Not, save the money from taking it to a mechanic. But sometimes you just got to get to that point to where you realize, man, you need a professional to do it. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be. I'm just backyard mechanic, backyard gearhead. Have been most of my life. Just enjoy it. And we're going to be doing more. And like I said, it's an absolute mess in here. Here's Sally. Sally's a 66 Mustang. Originally 4-lug suspension, straight 6. Manual brakes, manual steering. We had another one. We took all the 5-lug out from underneath. It was a V8 car, but it was hit pretty good on the front, and then it swung around and hit something in the back, so the whole thing was kind of twisted. There's nothing we could do with the body. It was just too far gone. Like I said, it's a mess in here. Matter of fact, there's the rear end off of the other car. We're in the process of stripping it down so we can have it media blasted. Then we'll start replacing panels. Firewall battery tray on this side is pretty much shot. I mean, you can see there's a lot of cancer down there. We're going to replace the core support because we've got a little bit of rust down in the corner here. Frame rails are good. Torque boxes are good. It's a Mustang, man. It's a first gen Mustang. It needs the call. So we're going to install the upper and lower. new floor pans, new rear quarters, and then we'll start putting it back together. But surprisingly, I mean, for as old as it is, underbody's clean. Underbody's real clean. No problem with the towers, which they're notorious for. Firewall's good. Like I said, torque boxes, frame rails, you know, everything looks good. So we're going to be doing this. I'm hoping to have it done within 2 years, but it's going to be a long project. Surprisingly, the repair panels, man, they're cheap for this thing. Everything but the cowl, which I think I have a line on one. All the other panels, the core support, the one section with the battery tray and hardware, both full floor pans. Forgetting something. Inner wheel wells and rear quarters. I mean, you're under $500 in metal, man. I mean, you can't do that on another car that I know of. So we're starting to get those parts in, and like I said, it's a weekend thing. I mean, this is not my profession. This is not my you know, how I pay my bills. This is how I don't kill people, basically. It's my therapy. You know, I come out here and work on stuff, and then you know, it's just old school. I don't know how else to put it. This one thing we do have is well, there's all the parts for from the other Mustang. Oddly enough, they were damn near the same color. It's got the split bench seat for the front, which you don't see too many of. So that's kind of neat. I think I'm going to end up using it. Interior's in good shape. It's still going to be recovered though. These doors are pretty much shot. The other ones, this one here isn't all that bad. It might be savable. The driver's side, it's shot. The whole front corner's gone. I got another set over there. I got to strip down and see what I got. If not, we'll just throw new doors on it. We got all the glass for it, and we've got about 95% of the car. Couple things I haven't figured out what they're going to go in is I picked these up. I didn't plan on it. Went to an auction last year, and they were selling a bunch of stuff. They moved out to the garage, and there was a table made of plywood, and it was kind of low. And what it was, a piece of plywood sitting on all these blocks. Nobody was bidding on them. Man, I got them right. Both Pontiacs, earlier Pontiacs, ran the numbers on the one. It is a 389 six-pack motor. And the other one has no identifying marks. Now, I've done some research, and there's certain years, certain size motors that did not have an identifying code on the block. So I've got to dig into that more, and I'll let you know what I find out once I find it out, or if I find it out. Somebody somewhere is going to know what the hell it is. Doubt it's a 400. The guy told me they were both 400s. The guy that actually owned them at the auction, I talked to him after the auction, and he said that they were both 400s. One was out of a 68 GTO. 68 GTO, from what I understand, it should have numbers on it. So apparently, if it did come out of it, it's not the original motor. Possibly might be a, I'm not a Pontiac guy, 421 I want to say. From the research, there was some 389s and some 421s that didn't have codes. So we'll have to see. But one's newer, one's a little older. If you see the difference, one of the things is PVC valves on the front on this one. On that one, it's on the back, which kind of differentiates. I don't have the exact specs, but it's one of the factors, you know, from first glance that shows you that one's older, one's newer. That's just it's a small block out of a truck. Haven't pulled it apart. Don't have the faintest idea what's wrong with it, if it's any good. Don't even know if it's a 2 or a 4 bolt main. Rest of the parts for the Hemi, we got to start sandblasting some of it and hot tanking some of it, getting those cleaned up and painted for when we mock up the or when we get the motor machined. That's about it, man. I got to get back to cleaning and getting some of this crap out of the way and getting everything set up. Keep an eye out. We're going to be doing live, we're going to be doing recordings of car show swap meets, and we'll also have links. I mean, if I can't figure something out and somebody out there has a video that that shows real well how to get it done, I'll share the link, and that way you guys know too, because like I said, penny saved is a penny earned. I mean, if you can do it yourself at home, do it, and if you can't, take it to a reliable mechanic. It's that simple. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.